Let me show y'all how I go from this into this. Get into the mug. Ooh. I have a show tonight. I wanted to show you guys my normal routine as a showgirl and just what I do for my show nights. It's about 4:30. I'm going to start getting into makeup. I already did my eyebrows because I use my natural brows as a drag queen, but let's get right into it. I'm going to prime my face with my favorite One Size primers. So that's the glow one and the hydrating one all around my face. And then I use the smoothing one right around my beard area. This one to secure the blur right in my beard and my nose area just to keep things more matte. Let's get right into my foundation. For my base, I use the TV Krylon paint stick in the color 3W to color correct. And this just has a slightly more peachier shade to it. And then I use the LA Pro, the concealer, the actual color corrector, and I mix that in with it. And then I blend it out and set it with a warm tone setting powder. I use the One Size one in Sweet Honey. And with my Dermablend leg and body makeup, I use the color Medium Natural 40N. And what I like doing with this is I almost like painting it on my face with like a flat brush. Let me see if I can find one. Something like this. And I literally just paint it on. I feel like I get the max amount of coverage from this. And it also thins out perfectly. And if you're looking for like the most full coverage foundation, when I tell you this one from Dermablend is the one, I will say they do have a problem with their shade range. Like it doesn't go very light and it also doesn't go very dark. But I found one that works for me. And if I'm a little darker, I will add in a little bit of a darker color from another foundation that I have, but they do need to get their shade range together. But honestly, I haven't found another foundation that's this much coverage. I literally look like I have a mask on. So now I gotta go in with my cream contour. I like using this RCMA palette. This is my holy grail. I've been using it in and out of drag for years. This is my second one. And I go in with a slightly lighter one to start out. And then I blend that out with a cream bronzer. The one I like using is the one from NARS. I feel like it has the most warmth from it. And I just use the original Laguna. And then after I blend that out, I will go into the very hollow of my cheekbones and my neck right here and my forehead. And I go in with this super deep brown shade and that just deepens everything up. Moving on to highlighting the face, I've been kind of over the white under eye kind of look. I will probably go back to it pretty soon. But right now I use the KVD concealer. This is the color Light 05. And also use a little bit of the House Lab. This one's slightly darker just to blend into the foundation. But yeah, I use those together. Okay, for cream blush, I'm going to use a mixture of two One Size one. These are the cheek clappers, and I'm using the Girly Pop shade, and then I forget the Attention Seeker shade, the light pink and the dark pink. Started with the light pink. I start blending it on my cheeks, and then right at the tops of my cheeks and my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, I use that hot pink just to emphasize it. I'm gonna bake my face now. I use 3 separate powders for this. I use a white one from Anastasia, and then I use 2 One Size one. I use the Pretty Pink, the Ultra Pink, and also the Sweet Honey. So I use the white right in the center of my eyes, and then the pink right on the outer and around my forehead, and then the Sweet Honey in my bronzing areas, just so they don't get too dulled out from the pink or the white. I actually decided to change up my eye shape. I don't know if this is going to turn out good, but I'm running late on time, so I'm actually going to base my eye around the liner with a little less eyeshadow, but a big ass liner and lots of black smokiness. So first I'm going to take this white and this Norvina palette, and I'm going to pack it in the front of my eyes. Okay, I decided to do a practice eye just to see if I could create what I had in my mind. And I like it. It's very different than what I usually do. I do usually very smoky with a closed cut crease, but this time I wanted to keep my inside very open for some reason. But what I am doing to start it out is I actually draw the liner first, just so I know what the shape of the eye that I'm going for. I really go out directly from my eye and then pull it back in, creating that bat wing kind of effect. And then I base all my eyeshadows based on that. Now that I have that liner established, I'm gonna go with some black eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna go from right here, and I'm just gonna start creating a little bit of a black kind of base to it. I'm kind of starting from the top of that wing right there. I have kind of that black base established. I'm gonna go in with like a purple like this. And I'm just gonna go right and start blending it out. Now with this bright pink, and continue to blend out. And then a light pink to further blend it out into my eyebrow bone. So I added some liner to add some depth, and then I blended out with some more black, and I'm gonna add some white glitter right on top of that lid. And there you have it, a drag eye in literally like 5 minutes. I didn't have to cut my crease or nothing. I kind of created an illusion of one, but I like it. I'm wondering what's gonna look like with the lashes on, but I need to move on. Let's move on to some face. I'll start by blending out some of these powders. I am using the Stage White from One Size right underneath my eyes. And then a new favorite of mine that I just got, I found it at TJ Maxx, is the original formula of the MAC Studio Fix powder. So I'm gonna use that just to further blend out my under eyes. Bronze up my face with some Anastasia bronzer. This is the color Rich Amber. I don't even know if they make these anymore, but they're my favorite because they're super pigmented and perfect for drag. Further contour with my Anastasia contour kit. This is the medium to tan one. They need to bring this one out back before I run out of this one because I'm starting to hit pan on some of my shades. So I baked once more around my nose and my cheekbones. I'm gonna put on some body and some hair, and I'll be right back to finish up. So I dusted off all that bake with the same powders I used last time. Now I'm gonna go in with the same cream blushes that I used, but the powder version, and do the exact same thing. Going in with my Fenty highlighting powder. I literally got this at TJ Maxx. I don't even think they make this one anymore, but it's so gorgeous. Now I am smoking out my under eyes with just a little bit of black. Okay, for my lips, I'm going to use this One Size lip liner in Rinse Dew. It's like a deep brown. Next, I'm going in with this red from MAC. And for a matte lipstick, I'm going to go with the KVD Liquid in Moonflower. Okay, it's after the show, and it's my favorite part of doing drag. It's my after show meal. I got KFC. I heard the one from my house, like by my house, is very good. So that's why I tried it. And I had a coupon for it. So I was like, $10 for this. I was like, period. So this is my after show meal. And then I'm going to watch some Bob's Burgers and fall asleep. Well, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.